Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds, and I'm here with Keith, co-star of my upcoming film, If, only in theaters May 17th. Do you want to tell people the big news? All right, I'll do it. Sign up now and you'll get unlimited for $15 a month and 6 months of Paramount Plus Essential Plan on us. MintMobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 equivalent to $15 per month. Unlimited over 40 gigabytes per month. Face lower speeds. Videos at 480p. Active Mint customers by 531.24 get 6 months of Paramount Plus Essential Plan. Auto renews after 6 months. Offer ends May 31st, 2024. Separate Paramount Plus registration required. Terms and conditions apply if rated PG.
Your brain needs support, and new Ollie Brainy Chews are a delightful way to take care of your cognitive health. Made with scientifically backed ingredients like Thai ginger, L-theanine, and caffeine, Brainy Chews support healthy brain function and help you find your focus, stay chill, or get energized. Be kind to your mind and get these nootropic chews at ollie.com. That's OLLY.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 2573, Foundational Movement Patterns, The Ultimate Path to a Solid Training Foundation, by Eric Leija of ericleija.com. And I'm Dr. Neil, your very own personal narrator. Happy Saturday and welcome back to another weekend edition of Optimal Health Daily. This is where I read to you from some of the best health and fitness blogs on the web, and always with a bit of my commentary at the end. And with that, let's get right to the post as we optimize your life. Foundational Movement Patterns, The Ultimate Path to a Solid Training Foundation, by Eric Leija of ericleija.com. Most people want quick results to look good or feel better about their bodies. They want to jump right into tough workouts and lose weight or add muscle quickly, an attitude I admire, but advise against, because most people don't move well when performing foundational movements. If you're like me, you might enjoy trying new things in your workouts, but here's the problem. Too much variety and fancy exercises can mess with your progress. It can also make you pick up bad habits instead of reinforcing quality movement. The best way to get stronger, build muscle, and avoid injuries is by learning and practicing the foundational movement patterns. This will allow for a resilient and enduring physique that serves you throughout your life. It's time for you to refine these 6 movement patterns to get stronger, more mobile, and resilient so you can do the things you love both in and outside of the gym for a long time. What are foundational movement patterns? When it comes to smart strength training programs, there's a consensus among fitness experts regarding the importance of the 6 foundational movement patterns: squat, hinge, lunge, push, pull, and loaded carry. Regardless of individual differences, every person is encouraged to develop, load, and master these patterns, fostering a holistic approach to fitness and well-being. You may not remember how you used to move when you were a kid, but if you observe kids playing, you'll notice that they easily perform all types of movements that can be a struggle for a lot of us as adults. They squat to pick things up or duck, they bend over at the hips easily to grab things off of the floor, and they even fall to the ground and get back up as if nothing happened. What happens as we get older is that we tend to develop dysfunctional movement patterns, either through disuse or moving the wrong way for too long, or sitting hunched over at a computer most of the day. And since these movements form the base of every other movement we attempt, not getting them right can severely impact how well we perform, the results we achieve, and even how many injuries we may encounter. By refining and mastering these patterns, individuals not only fortify their bodies against injuries, but also unlock a multitude of positive effects. Improved stability, range of motion, strength, and agility are just a few of the advantages that result from dialing in these movements. Moreover, the interconnected nature of these patterns fosters better posture and alignment, amplifying the efficacy of every exercise and movement. What foundational movement training can do for you. Mastering the foundational movement patterns can have positive ripple effects across every aspect of your training, daily life, and health. Let's take a look at one foundational movement, the hinge. The hinge is the movement we make when we bend over to pick something up off the floor. We tend to take this movement for granted unless we're dealing with back issues. However, mastering the hinge is not only about bending over properly so you don't injure your back, it's also about strengthening the posterior chain, or the muscles and structures found on the backside of your body, so that you improve your posture, which then improves every single lift or movement you do. Consider that in order to execute maximum power through a lift or a jump, you need to be executing from the proper position. If that position is off because of bad posture, you just lost a percentage of your power. So, what lies in the hinge, a basic foundational movement? The source of your power. And that's just one movement. Benefits of refining foundational movement patterns also include 1. Improved stability and range of motion. This is beneficial across the spectrum of activities, from sports to real-life situations. Improving your stability allows you to handle higher levels of weight, to jump, catch a ball, and land more smoothly, and even carry more grocery bags into the house easier than before, and we know this is a biggie. 2. Improved performance. When you have a solid and strong foundation of movement, then executing more complex movements becomes a heck of a lot easier. After all, imagine if you had crappy tires on a race car. That foundation of the car would limit its performance big time. And 3, can increase strength gains. Foundational movement patterns improve range of motion and mobility, which can result in more strength gains. This is because the deeper you can move into a movement, the more muscle fibers you activate, which equals more strength potential. For example, a person who can squat deeply, the squat being a foundational movement, with correct form, will activate more muscle fibers and end up with superior gains than someone who can only squat shallowly due to lack of mobility or not performing the squat with correct form. In short, refining foundational movement patterns reaps a multitude of benefits that extend far beyond the confines of a workout routine. The precision and mastery of movements contribute to enhanced biomechanical efficiency, fostering a more resilient musculoskeletal system. Through this refinement, individuals cultivate heightened body awareness, resulting in improved posture and reduced risk of injuries in both fitness endeavors and everyday activities. You just listened to the post titled Foundational Movement Patterns, The Ultimate Path to a Solid Training Foundation by Eric Leija of ericleija.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary. We're driven by the search for better, but when it comes to hiring, the best way to search for a candidate isn't to search at all. Don't search, match with Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform with over 350 million global monthly visitors and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. Ditch the busy work. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites. One of the things I love about Indeed is that it filters out incompatible applicants. So when you're hiring, the process is much faster, and you only have to consider applicants that are already likely to be a great fit. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/health. Just go to Indeed.com/health right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/health. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed.
This episode is supported by FX's Clipped, the scandalous story of the 2014 Clippers owner's racist remarks captured on tape and heard around the world. The series charts the tape's impact on a dysfunctional basketball organization striving to win against their reputation as the most cursed team in the league. Starring Lawrence Fishburne, Jackie Weaver, Cleopatra Coleman, and Ed O'Neill. FX's Clipped, streaming June 4th, only on Hulu.
Dr. Neil here for my commentary. So, how can you make sure that you're creating these foundational movement patterns correctly? That's where recruiting the help of a certified trainer becomes so important. Now, we might be thinking, Dr. Neil, isn't there a free resource, called the internet that could show me how to perform these foundational movements, which would save me the time and money from having to hire an expensive personal trainer? Yes, of course, I am aware that the internet exists. And finding credible fitness resources on the internet and watching instructional videos from these credible resources is a great start. But the advantage of having a certified trainer watch you perform these movements is they can correct you if you're doing them wrong. They can help you make adjustments to your form before bad habits start to develop, or even worse, an injury starts to develop. So, how do you find someone with the right skills and credentials? Be sure to ask them about their training certifications. If they have a certification through the American College of Sports Medicine, the National Academy of Sports Medicine, or the American Council on Exercise, that's a good start. Then, ask them questions like, have they helped others like you before? Can you reach out to their former clients? If they start to hesitate or can't answer these questions, then keep looking. But if you really want to get those foundational movements perfect, again, I highly recommend hiring a certified personal trainer. All right, that'll do it for the Saturday episode. I hope you have a great weekend if you're listening in real time, and I'll be back here tomorrow as usual, where your optimal life awaits.